Hi, I'm Howie Silbiger, and this is a special web edition of the Howie Silbiger Show right here on the True Talk Radio Network. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about ice cream. So this past week, Ben & Jerry's announced that they will no longer be serving ice cream in central Israel in what they consider occupied territories, basically Judea and Samaria, and they decided that they were going to pull the license from the licensee in Israel if he continues to sell in these areas. The idea of boycotting Ben & Jerry has been floated. In fact, it's been touted by major organizations, by activists around the world, in support of Israel. And while I understand the concept of boycotts, I've run boycotts myself. I've been very active in boycotts. I found historically that boycotts do not necessarily work. Yes, companies care about their bottom line. Yes, each brand that a company owns, and Ben & Jerry's is owned by Unilever, which is a multi-billion-dollar corporation that produces everything from soap to food. They care about the bottom line of all their brands, and I guess the little bit of impact that Jews not buying Ben & Jerry's will cause might give them a little bit of cause to stop and say, huh? But in general, boycotts are not overly effective. All they tend to do is put people out of work and cause pain and misery to the employees of these companies who have absolutely nothing to do with the decisions the companies make. So a more effective way to fight this, in my opinion, and I know many people disagree with it, and you could comment on this post if you feel that you disagree with it. I'd love to hear from you. A more effective way to fight this, in my opinion, would be to educate Jews on how to defend Israel. Something we are lacking in, something we are not doing, something which should be done. Give the information to the people who will be fighting. It's great to say, I'm boycotting Ben & Jerry's, and then when you're attacked and say, why are you boycotting Ben & Jerry's? They're selling in occupied territories, oppressed people, and you don't know how to answer, the boycott is meaningless. Let's make this meaningful. Educate people. Show our young how to defend Israel. Don't teach them that Israel and Palestine are the same and that you can support one and you can support the other. Stop with the lefty nonsense. Teach children how to defend Israel, how to be a staunch defender of Israel. Stop pandering to the other side and start taking a tough stance and saying, we support Israel unequivocally. End of story. Israel is the indigenous home of the Jewish people, and we support the Jewish people's right to be in their indigenous home. That's it. We don't have to apologize for being there. We don't have to justify ourselves for being there. We are there, and we are there because we are proud Jews who come from Judea. And that's in Israel. I'm Howie Silbiger. The Howie Silbiger Show returns live in just a week or two right here on the True Talk Radio Network. See you then.